Hi and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Humza Yousaf's obsession with the gender change certificate knows no bounds. Now J.K. Rowling has waded into the argument, saying that if he doesn't change course, he will sink and disappear into the ice, just like those who came before him. Well, she's already seen off one First Minister. It looks like she's going to see off a second because he shows no signs of changing his mind, even though he's told he has no expectation of a win, but he's going to spend millions of pounds of taxpayers' money proving what a loser he is. But JK says that you can watch the child in front skating on the ice and disappear into the hole, and you are sitting there and following him and going, "Look at me, I can do better." And then you disappear into the hole. Oh dear, Humza, you have no idea how much of a loser you truly are. Let's look at this piece and see what JK is saying. So J.K. Rowling criticises SNP leader Humza Yousaf over gender reform. Humza Yousaf's time as the SNP leader will be brought to an end by his support for gender reform, J.K. Rowling has suggested, nay, warned I would suggest. The Harry Potter author used Twitter to criticise the incoming SNP leader after his election at the head of the party was announced on Monday afternoon, when fewer than half of the SNP members voted for him as their first choice, and well under or about only a third voted for him, even with both places added on once Ash Regan's points had been reaffirmed. He still only ended up with 37% of the entire electorate voting for him. So hardly a mandate to reign. Yousaf took 52% of the vote in the second round, narrowly beating Kate Forbes, who won 48%. But that was, in the second round of just the 50,000 who voted. Had, for example, Ash Regan not stood, chances are Forbes would have won that, because everybody's second choice for Ash Regan, virtually 90% of people who voted Ash Regan first, voted Kate Forbes second. If you'd have taken the 15% from Kate Forbes and aligned it that way, it would undoubtedly have been a Forbes victory. So there's no way he can actually claim to be able to unite the party when or only just about a third of the party voted for him. Anyway, the Health Secretary, who's expected to easily be confirmed as First Minister in a Hollywood wrote this afternoon, has pledged to take the UK government to court over its use of the Section 35 of the Scotland Act to block gender reform north of the border, which he will not win. However, Rowling suggested she believed this would go badly for him. It will. He's been told he can't win it. Responding to a Twitter post about Yousaf's intention to challenge the Section 35, she wrote, "Humza Yousaf is the kid who just saw the skater in front of him disappear through the ice but yells, 'Watch me, everybody,' while wobbling straight for the hole." Well, he is a wobbler. He wobbles from catastrophe to catastrophe and blames everyone else. Rowling's implication was that Nicola Sturgeon had also been brought down by the row over the gender recognition reform bill. That was at least one of the things that brought her down. There's many reasons that she had to go, as we have previously discussed. Police investigations, the falling numbers, where is the money gone, etc, etc. Sturgeon has previously refuted the suggestion that the row around gender reform had been the final straw that led to her resignation. Oh, so it was just the police investigations and the missing millions then? She said during her resignation press conference, no, that issue wasn't the final straw. It's not the case that the decision is because of short-term issues. I've faced more short-term issues from time to time in my years in politics than I care to remember. And if it was just that, I wouldn't be standing here today. Well, she's got a very short-term issue now. The short term between her resigning and her being interviewed by the police won't be a long time at all. But J.K. Rowling is right. His obsession with this, because he wants to be the continuation Sturgeon candidate, will see him lose as well. Because people in Scotland will see that there's millions of pounds given to lawyers. That's money that could be spent in communities up and down the length and breadth of Scotland, which is not now longer going to happen. J.K. Rowling is absolutely right. Anyway, I shall round there, come up, and we'll round this section off and finish the video. This is the measure of Humza Yousaf. He watches his boss fight a losing battle. It costs her his job. he's aware that the majority, and we mean the vast majority, of Scots are against this act. He gets told that if he fights the Westminster, Parliament over this in court, he's told that if he does that, he will lose. All of these things, and he still pushes it because he says it's a matter of principle. Well, principles are fine if other people are paying for them, because all this battle isn't coming out of your pocket. It's coming out of the pocket of the Scots. Because somebody's got to pay these lawyers. Somebody's got to pay for all this time. Somebody's got to pay for this waste. And at the end of it, all you're going to have is a piece of paper saying, you lost, loser. But then you're used to that because every single thing you've ever attempted has resulted ultimately in a piece of paper saying, you lost, loser, because you are a serial loser. And that's just this. He also wants to run for the independence thing and push another independence. That's not going to happen. He says that he'll go into an alignment with Labour if Labour promise an independence referendum. Well, if Labour are reliant upon the SNP to form a majority government in Westminster, the last thing they're going to do is vote for independence, because then they'd lose their leverage in Parliament. They'd lose the only thing that's giving them the majority in Parliament. But is he really that thick that he cannot see that's how it is? Is he that stupid that he cannot see when he's in a catch-22 position? No matter what he does, he loses. Well, that's just the story of his life, isn't it? He is ultimately just an absolute loser. So that's the first two things he's going to be doing, and he's going to lose both. So we have to wonder what comes next. Will it be the economy? Will it be transport? Will it be something new? Will there be a new rising issue that he will immediately jump onto the wrong side of? Because he'll always jump the wrong way. He never, ever gets it right. He has never been successful in anything. Oh dear, what a shame. Anyway, I shall round it off there. If you like what you see and hear on the channel, do please hit that subscribe button right now. Ring the bell for notification of future outputs. Leave a like, leave a comment. Please, please, please share this video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well. We'll all keep an eye on this moron as he bumbles around destroying the rest of Scotland over the next 3 years. And goodbye.